All right. Hey everyone. A couple of notes. I was looking back at my last video and I realized I didn't even say hi. So sorry about that. Hello. Welcome to this little, very tiny community of wonderful people. Yeah, not much to say. I think I'm like usually someone who just gets straight to business. So I have a bad time with like formalities and small talk, but I will get better at that. Second note, actually I have three notes. Second note, I'm kneeling because my suction cup mirror phone holder thing is just not cooperating. So it's the first time I'm gonna be doing my makeup like this in my bathroom. And then third note, I was again looking back at my last video that I posted and realized that, is it just me or was I holding my, was I doing my mascara and eyeliner in a really weird way? Like this looks fine, but then when I do this hand, or sorry, this eye, I feel like my hand looks weird. I don't typically pay attention to small things like that, but I don't know if it's just me or if everyone does that. But yeah, I guess I thought it just looked a little bit weird. Anyways, gonna make this video a little shorter than last one, just because I feel like nowadays a lot of people, myself including, kind of gravitate towards shorter content, like YouTube shorts and things like that, which is kind of sad in a way. And I'm speaking, of course, about myself as well, is our attention spans just continue to get smaller and smaller. And people, including me, don't have the patience anymore to sit through longer stuff. Like even, oh, I'd rather watch a movie than I'd rather watch an episode, like a 20-minute episode, than a whole movie. And that's kind of scary. So that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop recording videos that are, yeah, like this hand placement. Is that just me? Anyways, I'm not gonna stop recording long videos, but I also don't want to make them extremely long, especially because I tend to ramble and no one needs to sit through that. But we can talk about attention spans and content consumption on another video because I have a lot of opinions about that. Today, I wanted to talk about how motherhood, how becoming a mom really cured my addiction to productivity. I've always been someone who's just like, I don't know if it's probably because I'm a Virgo, I don't know, super like detail oriented, type A, but not like crazy type A. I feel like I'm pretty chill in other ways. We'll see if any of my loved ones agree to that. But there's like, especially when it comes to like projects or things that need to get done, I have a process and I want to just get it done, and I'm like a problem solver and just wants to solve everyone's problems and all that kind of stuff. And if I see something that needs to be done, I kind of like just want to do it. And honestly, becoming a mom has changed that entirely. Yeah, again, like I don't know if it's because of how I was growing up, being a child of immigrant parents, and work was like a constant, work was like a major, well, it's a part of everyone's life, but like I think especially if you've got immigrant parents, you probably know how it feels. But yeah, like I started working when I was 14. There was times where I was going to school full time and also working 2 jobs and yeah, just like constantly like being productive. Like we didn't have a lot of days where we could just kind of unwind and relax. So I don't know if it's just because of, oh, that's a bit too dark. I don't know if it's because of that or what maybe it's a combo of my childhood, how I grew up, and the fact that I'm a Virgo, and probably maybe a slew of other things as well. But anyways, becoming a mom, like whether I wanted to learn this or not, I was forced to kind of realize that I can't operate. Sorry if you can hear the bathroom fan going on. I just got out of the shower. I can't operate at the same level of productivity as I did before. You know, I'm constantly like being directed in other ways and having to get him a snack or pick him up and pay attention to him, obviously, and things like that. And what that has taught me is like, it takes longer for me to do things. And I think a lot of, if not all moms will probably agree with this. It takes way longer to get things done in the house. It takes longer to clean. It takes longer to cook. And projects get delayed and all of that kind of stuff. And I think at the beginning, when I was like a freshly new mom, my baby's 14 months now. When I was a freshly new minted mom, I had trouble with that. I was getting kind of frustrated because I'm like, I want to like get this done so I don't have to worry about it later. But then I don't know what changed. I kind of just leaned into like just relaxing, taking a breath, enjoying the slow moments, and just like recognizing that the world isn't going to end if those dishes aren't done today, or that our house is not clean. And honestly, like this wasn't a lesson that first of all, this wasn't even a problem that I thought I really had. And it wasn't a lesson I was ever thinking that I would need. I guess you don't ever really like look for lessons to experience, but it wasn't something that I thought I would ever be taught, I guess. Yeah, like a subject that I'd be taught. So it came as a shock, but I think, and I'm like not gonna lie, there's still times where I struggle with it, and I'll be in the kitchen and my husband will be like, just chill, like come, like let's hang out in the living room as a family. So it's a work in progress, but it's I don't think I would do life any other way now that I've learned this. Not that like I'm just gonna mosey on through life and just delay everything and become a procrastinator, because still to my core that's not who I am, but really just like allowing myself to not freak out so much. And I think that's such a valuable lesson, because especially in today's day and age, we are so focused on like hustling and grinding, and like every day needs to be productive, and we need to accomplish all these goals, and we have a 5-year plan, and if we screw up this one thing, then we're not going to achieve it. And I feel like there's just so much pressure in life to get things done and be like on hyperspeed in terms of achieving our goals, that we really just the journey's the destination, man. Isn't that like in Finding Nemo or something? I don't know. No, it's another movie. Let me know if you know which movie I'm talking about. Yeah. But honestly, like maybe it just sounds cliche that I'm saying this, but I think it's just like something I've been thinking about a lot lately, is things will get done. The world will continue revolving, and the world can survive another day without you not washing your dishes before you go to bed, or cleaning up all the toys that are flying around in the living room, or your laundry having to sit another day, you know. So yeah, I guess that's maybe just my little spiel about how I honestly don't think I would have learned this lesson through any other experience outside of becoming a mom. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I will never know because this is how I learned it, because I became a mom. Maybe other people can learn it other ways, and I hope that's the case, because at the end of the day, if we all learn to kind of relax and not always be hustling and grinding and you know, feeling like we need to be productive every single time of the day with timestamps and timers and all that kind of stuff, that's all that matters, is if we're all able to experience and learn that lesson and adapt our life from it. But yeah, I think I'm so grateful for this unprompted lesson that I learned that I really didn't realize I would. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to share that, maybe as a PSA. You don't need to be a mom to understand that. I just, yeah, just hopefully we kind of take a breath. Like, you know, not everywhere in the world operates the way Western civilization does. And I think there's something to learn there. Not that other places are better in every other aspect than us, but just like there's diversity in thought, there's diversity in how we live our lives. And I think we should be open and receptive to learning how things can be done in different ways. And of course, you know, like, follow your gut and see what makes the most sense for your life and your routine, but you're not going to know any other way unless you experiment other ways. So you can't really, yeah, you can't really follow your gut if your gut doesn't have experience to take from. So yeah, just be open-minded and realize that, you know, there's other ways that we can go about our day-to-day life rather than just grinding Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, having one day to chill, and then Sunday we're like already thinking about work and all the things that need to be done. Again, I haven't not found the secret to 100% accomplishing that, but what I have found is the gateway. Is it the gateway? I don't know, not the gateway. Now you're just sitting here while I'm thinking and doing my skincare. I don't know. Help me out here, guys. Share in the comments what you think I mean. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I haven't found, you know, the success to it all, but I've learned the lesson, and now I'm gonna work towards operating my life in that way, because that's what I think makes sense to me. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know exactly what's gonna come of this my little creative outlet of recording videos here on YouTube, but it's kind of just me sharing my thought pieces, and I've written a lot of poetry. I've written a lot of poetry over the past 15 years, and a lot of that poetry, some of it is more abstract, some of it is more like introspection pieces, if that's what you could say. So I think maybe I will just continue like looking at those and sharing my perspectives and what I've learned, and hopefully just have this community open up to for me to learn from you as well, and for you to share your experiences and your journeys and your life lessons. Because yeah, I mean, to live is to learn, and we should do more of that. We should be more open-minded and listen to other people's stories, and like get back to that community aspect. I know we can't like talk on a phone through all of this stuff, but it would be awesome to just like get comments going and share thoughts and stories and perspectives and things like that. And yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. I continue to ramble on, and we're at almost 16 minutes, but hopefully this was a nice little reminder for you to just drop your shoulders, take a deep breath in, and just realize that you deserve to not be on all the time. All right. Okay, we'll chat next time. Bye.